Funny enough, when I moved to the U.S., I made one big promise to myself, and I did not help myself to that promise, but it's no more customer service, no more sales, no more working with people. I was done with it. I told my husband, I was like, maybe I'll just have to go back to college. Like,
so what you're telling me is this job is not your American dream. Yikes.
No, so like I was really just, I told him, I was like, I'm done. Let's just, you know, I can't work anyways. When you move to the U.S., especially on a fiance-based visa, like there's a time period where you can't work. Like you have to apply for a work authorization while you're waiting for your green card to come in. So I told my husband, like, I'll just go back to school or something, like, you know, and do maybe like human resources or anything that really wouldn't require me to work directly with a customer.
Yeah.
More so like an internal position.
It's because you didn't know the component supply customers. You didn't know how wonderful and easy they were all of the time.
Yeah. So my first job was a hotel, about 15 minutes from here, so it was quite the drive too. But like they were the only ones accepting my, you know, application, and it's hard like when you move and you don't have a work history in the U.S. It's really hard to get people to come back at you and say like, hey, you know, would you like to come for an interview? Or the hotel was the first, really the only people to reach out and be like, you know, come for a job interview. So I did that for about a half a year before I realized that, you know, it was fun and everything, but I wanted to do something different. I wanted to be closer to home. So I accepted a temporary job at JCPenney. I stuck around longer. They were happy with what I was doing. Yeah. So I just stuck around. I was like, you know what? It's like 20 minutes from home, getting paid reasonably. Like, why not stay? And I remember seeing I was in the meantime still looking for something. And I saw the position for, was at that point sales manager. I think we hadn't figured out quite like what the sales and customer service department.
I mean, you managed our sales because that's all there was processing orders.
And I kind of read through it and I'm like, well, that looks interesting. Never heard of the med tech industry, never heard of the medical device industry. And it caught my attention like almost like right away, like custom needles, custom this, and it was very much almost kind of going back into my history of like precision work. Like that's what I did when I went to high school. I did woodworking, like construction and all that stuff, and that comes with a piece of like a sense of like precision and an eye for things and
details
and detail and all that stuff. And I remember one night literally just browsing you guys' website and going on LinkedIn and kind of looking out. I was like, man, this sounds really interesting. And so I broke my promise of never doing customer service and sales again, and I applied for the job.